Hello, my name is Stevie Martin with the Avaya Serviceability Engineering Team. In this video we will discuss how to resolve possible corruption of the Avayalive Engage client. When you enter into an Avayalive Engage environment for the first time, client plugin will be downloaded to your desktop. The client is very stable and most of the issues you will have related to the client will be due to the audio and video capacity of the PC you're using. But there can be instances of client corruption or other issues involving the client. What we're doing is taking a look at the cache, initialization, and log files that need to be accessed to debug a client issue. In Windows 7 and Windows Vista, the initialization files are found under users/username/app data in the roaming directory. The cache and log files are found under users/username/app data, the local directory. In Windows XP, the initialization files are found under document settings, username, application data. The cache and log files are found under document and settings, username, local settings, application data. When a client is downloaded to the desktop, a folder is created under username application data web.alive in Windows XP that contains initialization data for that end user. These files are updated based on your preferences. You go and customize your avatar, add a badge image. The information is kept in these folders. When a new client is installed and you delete your old client, the old folder remains. The purpose of this is to be able to carry over to the new client any information so that the upgrade is transparent to the end user. Although it's rare, occasionally these files can get corrupted during upgrades. If you have a good idea where the issue is, you can go in and maybe modify the initialization file by hand, but the simplest method is simply to delete the folder. Then the next time a user logs in that environment, they can just start over like it's the first time in. They can reconfigure their avatar, they can re-upload a badge image, whatever's necessary. If you delete the entire web.alive folder, it'll get recreated the next time the user logs into an environment. The other areas to note is under username, local settings, application data. When you enter the environment, it downloads image insertions, documents, etc., which is considered dynamic content that can be changed in the environment. This use of dynamic content allows the user to join the environment more quickly rather than having to download everything upon every entry to that environment by the end user. This information also can occasionally get corrupted. If you're having some problems on the site and you suspect that an issue is here, then you can come in and simply delete all the information in this folder. When you enter the environment again, it'll re-download it. Note also that this cache is supposed to clean itself out once a client becomes idle, and it uses a least recently used algorithm to keep the cache under a limit. This limit should be about 1 gigabyte. That's one other thing to notice if you're trying to resolve a customer issue or the end user. If you go here in this cache and it's very, very large, very full, it may not be updating properly. The other place of note is the logs folder. This contains all the logs you can use to debug an end user issue as well. You have in here the TVC and the GIPS logs, which involve voice, and the chainsaw logs concern the environment itself. If you want to get your logs refreshed, you can delete all these as well. The next time the user enters the environment, starts using the Avayalive Engage, new fresh logs will be regenerated. I'm also going to delete the folders containing the user initialization files, and then we'll log in and out of an environment, and you'll see all these folders get updated. Once you enter an environment with your default avatar, you can then go into the avatar screen and set your gender preferences and any other configuration you want to reestablish your avatar. And all the information will be updated into initialization files on the desktop. As you can see, a new folder was created with the avatar initialization information. In our log files, new logs are generated for initial entry. And you have fresh logs so you know that anything you're reading are specifically for that one incident you may be looking at. And in the cache folder, the environmental images have been downloaded to ensure a smoother use of the environment. So dealing with a corrupted client, after you've checked your logs, the two most likely scenarios to help resolve the issues are remove the initialization files and or clean out the cache, depending on what you find out. You can also fully remove the client through Control Panel, Add Remove Programs. But just remember, if you do that, these folders are still here, and you still have to come in and clean them out prior to installing the client.
Thank you for your time today. We hope this information was useful to you. We welcome comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. Thank you for choosing Avaya.